we want to create this animation. So let's jump into After Effects and let's see how we can create this awesome test animation. So first, I've already created a composition. Okay, so I'll go pick my rounded edge. So I'll press Shift and Control my keyboard so that I can get a perfect cube. Then for this, I will increase this roundness to like 71. Then we'll convert to Bezier part. This will enable us to adjust or control the parts of the shape, right? Good. So let me name this and call this ball. Create some null objects. I will create null objects. Then I will parent this to the null objects. I will create another null object and parent this first one to the second null object. So I'll just call this scale and position. That's what I will use this node for. Then this will be the main node, main control. Right, so once we are done with that, I will come to this first one, this scale and position. I'll press P and S. Right, then okay, for this ball, let's increase the size a little bit because we reduce it as well. Let's increase it to somewhere like this. So let's create keyframe for the position and the scale. Then move to like 25 frame. Let's say 25, right? Then I will reduce the scale a little. Then move this to. We'll come back to adjust it so that you fit into the text that I want to create. So I will move it down to somewhere here. And then for the curve, I'll select the keyframes that I've created. I'll go to my curve editor, as you can see. Then I will select all the keyframes. Then you can press F9. Once you press F9, this particular easy ease will be what we have set the keyframes. So what I will do is, instead of like this is the normal popular way. Instead of that, I will make this curve like this for the two. So it will have a very sharp edge. If you can see, as you can see, very sharp edge. Right. So if we play the animation, it will go like this. Right. So what I will do next, I will go back to the ball, then go to the part, then add the keyframe. So let's move forward. We will adjust this later so that it will just fit into whatever thing I want to create. So at this point, I will click on the points that I have. Let me remove this stroke. So I will click and select. Just try to select the edges. Sometimes it looks sad. Just select the edges like that. Select this and pick this. Then I will move this to my right a little, depending on how you want to create this, but I'll just move this to my right. Then before it gets to this point, I will bring this back so it will snap. So let's see how this works. Okay, I will adjust this a little bit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll move this a little bit here. Then bring this closer. So let's play and see. So we just have that little. You're not feeling the effect yet, right? But once we do some other adjustment, it will come up. So that's that for this. Now we'll go back to the first null object. This main control. For this, I will just press P on my keyboard. then move it to this side a little bit, and bring this here. So let's see. You see that? So it snap like. Okay, so we've done the major part, right? So the next thing that we'll do is to bring in our test, the regular or the Gula. So something like this, we have this test, right? So I will bring this test under. So what I will do with this test is at this point, I will create a tracking effect. So let me see. Okay, so presently the tracking is not correct. So I will just put this at this point, then reposition it. So I change the alignment to left. So the tracking should work the way I want it to. So let me off the ball for now. So what I'm trying to do is just to add the tracking to this so that we have a little bounce effect. So I will add my keyframe here, then go to like few frames, then return it back to 0. So this is what we now have. Okay, select the tracking that we've created. Then I will use there's this particular bounce elastic motion from mobile. So you can do it manually, but why should I do it manually when there are quicker way or easier way to make this work? So I'll use that to just create like the bounce effect on the test. So we have this. So what I will do is for this ball, I will go back to this and still make some adjustments so it will cover up the test. So let's see. So to further push this test animation, what we will do is add some glow and some shakiness. So for this, I'm not going to create this again from scratch. So I already have the effects I created, this shake effect. I will drop this project file on my Gumroad, or I will just drop the link to this project file. Then you guys can get it from there. Then you can use the shake effect, or depending on what you want to create as well. So I will copy that and bring this here. So let's say at the point where we have this extrusion, I will bring this shakiness effect. So we have that. So the shake effect just make this whole test animation pop up. You know, it will not just be something you get. So the next thing I'll do is I will add some glow to this particular the ball itself. So once we get to, let's say, somewhere where it snap, yes, somewhere here. So I will just make a duplicate of this ball, and so cut just this part. So this is the part I will add the glow, right? So you have that little spark, something like spark, or I don't know how to call it. So that's how you create this effect. So you can tweak, add some other spice to it. Like for me, when I created this, I added some little spark. So you can do that as well. So this is just how you can create this simple test effect, but very effective as well.